Welcome YouTubers, Minecrafters, and gamers alike. My name is Deadly Deeds, and this is Minecraft Redstone with Deeds. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to yet another episode of Redstone with Deeds. Glad to have you back. So today, you guys, we're gonna be doing a special request. So one of our subscribers wanted Deeds to try to build a lighthouse, and that I have done, my friends. Let's go take a look at it. So what we got here is basically a lighthouse. This lighthouse is fully automated, which means that at nighttime it'll come on and the lights will activate, and at nighttime and then during the daytime those lights, as you can see, will be off. The circuit is pretty simple. The build is pretty simple. So I think the way that we're going to do this for this tutorial is because, as I said, it is personal preference how you build your lighthouse. You can build them, pretty much any size you want. As you can see down here, I got a couple of different examples of some things to do with the circuit. As you can see, the circuit is pretty simple. If you want to have it automated where it does it, you could change the tick speed. You can actually adjust the direction depending on how you lay your observers down, and yeah, it's a pretty cool circuit. You can make it big, medium size. You'll actually see this one a lot in some of our worlds that we have coming up. So you got a couple things you can do with these signals. The smaller you get, the better circumference or the better area that you'll be able to do it. You can either have it done by daylight sensor, or you can use a switch like so and cut it on and off, especially if you don't want to pretty much have a lot of lag in your world, especially if you got a bunch of these going and they're within the same area. So as I said here, this is going to be the one that we're going to build today for you. I'm going to build maybe a small portion of the lighthouse so you can kind of see what you would need to do in order to get that done. Like I said, there are some different things that you can do with these. You can make them different sizes. You can make them if you don't want to have the middle going on, you can do that. You can even change the speed of them as well. You can even make them vertical and do something with signs. So we're probably going to be doing something with some clocks eventually, maybe a Big Ben clock. So there are different things that you can do with these switches, and I'm still kind of tapping into the ability and maybe possibly doing some word signs or things like that. So yeah, we got good things to come. So let's go ahead and see what happens at nighttime and see how we can change the variations of the speed. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're gonna go night. All right, and so let's just see. So these two circuits here are basically the night activated, the daylight sensor activated. So let's go ahead and cut these off here and get those off, and let's just wait and see what happens. And as I said before, you guys, this is a very simple circuit. We'll be able to do this in minutes. The build portion of it, I am starting requests for particular builds. So Redstone and the builds are going to be a little bit different. This show is basically geared towards the Redstone portion of it. Like I said, I'll give you a kind of example of how to build it up, but on this particular show we won't be building the full lighthouse. We will actually tackle that on my building show. Once again, you guys, if you like content like this, please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you click that like button, and don't forget to turn on your notifications so you can know when Redstone with Deeds got a video coming fresh out the lab. So what we're going to do is when we come back, we're going to jump right into the build. All right, welcome back, you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right into the build. So there really won't be no dimensions for this one because, like I said, depending on what size you do, that will vary. So like I said, we're just going to do a pretty basic and small one today. So I've taken the liberty to go in ahead and kind of section it off as I've done in my past tutorials, just to kind of outline where you should start. So what we're going to do is we're just going to basically start building up our lighthouse. So at this point you want to use any type of stone that you got or that you want to use. I'm going to use red and white concrete. And you may also need, sea lanterns. You're gonna need some redstone lamps, beacon, too. Depending on, like I said, all of this is personal preference. You're definitely gonna need a lever, and you're going to need. Let me grab that lever. I didn't grab a lever. And like I said, it depends if you want to make it automated or if you want to be able to manually switch it on and off. So that definitely is going to be up to you guys. So basically, here we go. So you basically want to start off your section like so. So we're going to build the base of our lighthouse here. I'm just going to follow the template that we got going right here. And like I said, you guys, we're not going to, get too extravagant with this one. We're just going to kind of keep it moving. And if you need something or, you want something, you request something, make sure you put it in the Discord server. We'll get to it. And I think we actually got a vid coming out pretty soon on how to build this. But like I said, you want to build your base of the lighthouse. And we're not going to go too high with it. And let's see. Alright, let's see, keep going. Let's switch up that color to give it that authentic look. Okay. Go up another 2 levels. Oops. There you go. 2 more. Or I mean, 1 more level of red. And like I said, you can use any colors you want. Just for purposes of this video, I chose to use the most common colors for a lighthouse. And then we want to go continue up. All right, there we go. And we're just gonna keep doing this until you get the desired height that you want. I think we're gonna go. Let's go. We're gonna go 1 more level. Let me see, red. We're gonna end it off with some red after this level of white. We'll cap it off with some red, and then we'll start our simple circuit. All right. Let's go ahead and cap it off with some red. All right, cool. All right, so now that we got our square, we basically want to just take our observers, and I didn't get observers, but that's all right. We go doing it on the fly. Pretty simple build, and we're gonna just start laying them down like so. So depending on what direction you want it to go, which will be the direction that you point the arrow in, I guess, at that point. So we're just gonna go with the flow right here. We're just gonna keep placing it out like so. We're gonna get here. We're gonna do this. Go across like so. Oops, sorry. We need to go out more. One more. All right, like so. like so. Like so. Okay, so now we got our square. So what we want to try to do is eventually, you know, depending on how you do it, you'll camouflage, you know, the over the edge, you know, with some things, kind of how we got it, you know, going over there. But now at this point, you basically want to take your observers and you want to face them down on top of those observers. Oops, like that. You got to make sure that you have all of these facing up too. So, all right, so they're facing up. All right, so every now and then you go put one in wrong. So this one right here that's facing out right now, I actually put it in the wrong direction, but that's okay because this is where we're going to put our circuit at. All right, so let's just go ahead and throw that there. We're going to throw that there. All right, and then we're going to put a redstone lamp there. All right, and so now that we got that going, once you know initially put it in and it's the right direction, you should be getting the spinning lights already. So what we're going to basically do is we're going to take a repeater. All right, we're going to place a repeater there, and you can change the tick speed to whatever you want, and then we're just going to place a daylight sensor there. All right, and that's because I want to do the daylight sensor. Now keep in mind at this point, if you want, you can go ahead and, like I said, just throw a lever on here, and you should be able to cut this on and off using that lever. You know, with the repeater, so you can kind of change the different speeds, you know, of the circuit. With that being said, once you have this on, let's go ahead and change that out. We're going to put the daylight sensor there. We only want it to come on at night, so you just go ahead and start placing your lamps on top, man. That's pretty simple. Now you can do single layer, or you could do, you know, kind of like how I did with the big boy. You could do the dual layer. You know, you can do full. Depending on what size you do, you can probably actually I don't think this size one you can do the full layer on. That one over there, you should be able to do the full one on. This one you just have to do circles, but you can go up a second layer if you wanted to. So let's go ahead and cut this thing on. Oops. And like I said, you guys, this is a pretty simple build. The lighthouses are pretty simple. You know, you just kind of go with that shape and just build up as you please. Once again, if you like content like this, please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you click that like button. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you can see when D33DZ Tutorials and Redstone with Deeds got a new vid coming fresh out the lab. I'm Deeds. That's me. I'm out.